NieR Automata offers a unique experience that stands out with its emotional and philosophical depth, far beyond an ordinary action game. You control an android character named 2B and fight machines in a distant future where humanity is on the brink of extinction. The story opens up layer by layer, and each chapter you complete gives you a different perspective on the events. The fighting system is fast, stylish, and fluid. Both melee combat with swords and ranged attacks work in perfect harmony. RPG elements deepen the gameplay by supporting character development and weapon variety. The music offers an impressive touch that completes the atmosphere. You need to play the game more than once to reach different endings, and you encounter new details each time. It is definitely an unforgettable production for those who want to have this kind of experience on Switch. Monster Hunter Rise offers a fast-paced action experience where you reach the peak of hunting in a world full of giant monsters. In your journey that begins in Kimura Village, you pursue giant creatures both alone and with your friends. Each monster you hunt becomes a stepping stone for new armor, powerful weapons, and more challenging targets. Thanks to the wirebug mechanic, you can glide through the air and attack, adding a whole new dynamic to fights. Your loyal Palamute friend next to you both increases your speed and fights by your side in battle. It is difficult to put down for a long time with its monster designs, Japanese-inspired environmental details, and immersive mission structure. The game manages to establish the ideal balance for both beginners and veteran hunters. It is perfect for those looking for action and tactical depth. Doom. Eternal feels like speed and fury all in one. Every encounter turns into a struggle where reflexes are tested. Each weapon has its own rhythm, be it bullets, saws, flamethrowers. Enemies are not only targets, but also sources of ammunition, health, and armor, taking the center of the battle. The movement system is incredibly fluid. Double jumps, grappling hook attacks, and evasive maneuvers keep the action going without stopping. Arenas are designed layer by layer, forcing you to constantly move and position yourself. The story takes up more space this time around, but the main focus, as always, is destruction. It is one of the few games where violence is so stylized. You take the stage like the lead soloist of a war symphony. Remnant, From the Ashes offers an action experience full of tough and tactical conflicts set in a post-apocalyptic world. It differs from classic shooters with its third-person camera structure. It requires taking cover, waiting for the right time, and using resources carefully. Although the enemies seem to be randomly placed, each encounter requires attention, because death is as close as a few wrong moves. The variety of weapons and modification systems that accompany the gameplay create options suitable for different styles. The character development system offers important decisions that affect not only statistics, but also your gameplay style. The environment designs are dark but intriguing, and each region comes with its own unique threat. The fact that it is also open to co-op gameplay makes tactical battles shareable with friends. Bayonetta 3 progresses like a crazy action festival at every moment. The pace of the gameplay never slows down. On one side, bullets flying in the air. On the other, the screen is filled with combos with surprising choreography. Bayonetta's unique air and self-confidence are evident in every scene. This time, you can summon demons directly to the battlefield and direct the rhythm of the battle as you wish. New characters like Viola add a difference to the game in terms of both style and tempo. The visual style does not hesitate to go overboard, but everything feels in its place in this universe. It is impossible to get bored even for a moment as the narrative oscillates between humor and madness. It progresses like a chaotic dance where you are in control from beginning to end. Bottom-up escape has never been this stylish and engaging. Hades combines mythological themes with a dynamic combat system, throwing you right into the middle of the underworld. Zagreus' struggle to escape his father Hades turns into a new order and a new challenge with each attempt. With the powers you receive from the gods, each run takes on a different structure. This gives the game incredible replayability. The dialogues are cleverly written, and the characters are extremely charismatic. Fluid animations and fast-paced music turn every struggle into a scene. The system, which makes you feel that you are progressing even if you are defeated, motivates you for more. It stands out as a production that never loses its line in both action and narrative. Dead Cells offers a fast-paced action experience that pushes your reflexes to the limit. Everything starts the moment you start as a being that comes out of a test tube and doesn't know who it is. The structure of the game is roguelike and exploration-oriented. With each death you restart, but you feel stronger with the traces left from the previous adventure. The fights are fluid, the enemies are brutal, and each weapon requires its own unique tactics. The pixel art style visuals and atmospheric music make each run feel different. The dungeons are reshaped each time, which adds fresh excitement to the game. It offers a rewarding experience as long as you don't give up trying. It's the perfect choice for those who want to get into the heart of the action on Nintendo Switch. The footsteps echoing in the dark corridors blend into the shadow of a threat in pursuit. Metroid Dread leaves the player in a science fiction universe intertwined with loneliness, danger, and the unknown. Samus Aran faces both mechanical and organic threats as she silently moves among her enemies. The pressure increasing with each step, especially in the encounters with EMMI robots, is almost breathless. The battles are sharp, and the escapes are like a test of your reflexes. The environment designs and music keep the tension constantly alive. The tempo of the game can quickly switch from a calm exploration to a sudden battle for survival. In this journey, which is driven by instinct rather than emotion, even the gaps feel threatening. A forgotten kingdom breathes silently beneath cracked stone walls. Hollow Knight is an elegant yet brutal action-adventure game that invites you into the decayed beauty of Hallownest. Every corridor holds an unknown threat, every silence an echo from the past. Enemies are patient, battles are sharp, and every ability feels like the key to progress. The game, which constantly maintains its mystery with its minimalist narrative, pushes you to explore and question. The music sometimes passes through a peaceful, sometimes terrifying loneliness. For players who find their own rhythm, each section turns into a story that grows step by step. This world, woven with detail in every corner, is not easily forgotten. Astral Chain takes you on a detective and action journey that shapes the fate of humanity in a futuristic city adorned with neon lights. In the game, you fight superhuman enemies as a member of a special police force and collect clues by analyzing crime scenes. The most striking aspect is your connection with creatures called Legion. Fighting these beings in synchrony brings style and strategy together in fights. The combat system is quite deep but intuitive, and it is possible to achieve perfect harmony over time. The visual design blends anime aesthetics with modern effects, while the urban texture gives the feeling of a living world. The music consists of effective pieces that increase the tempo and feed the atmosphere. Thanks to its structure that successfully balances the fight with the story, you have a satisfying introduction to both action and mystery.